guys, Darren here. Thanks for joining the Stock Option Market Weekly Update for the week of February 26, 2024. We're going to talk about where we are in the S&P 500 year to date and how we performed last week. We'll go into the different sectors and their performance as well. We'll talk about some of the economic data that came out last week and what's coming out this week, and then we'll jump into the live trades on the option trading platform. Before we get started, if you appreciate the time and effort that goes into making these videos, if you can do me a favor, I'd really appreciate if you hit the like and subscribe button so we can get this video out to more people. It really helps out the channel and I appreciate it, so thank you very much. I think it's super important that we understand all the strategies that the rich are using to get richer. Then we can use those same tools and strategies to profit for ourselves in any market safely. Also, be sure and download the free options workshop in the link below. It talks about the two main benefits of trading options over buying stocks. There's also a link to a paid course and option coaching one-on-one if you're interested, both very reasonably priced. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial planner and I'm not recommending trades. Please do your own research, and if you're new or learning options, I recommend you start small. All right, guys, we started the week off in the S&P 500 at 5,005 and ended up at 5,088. So we had a slightly up week, and year to date we are up around 7% this year as we started at 47.43. So our PE, the price to earnings ratio of the S&P, is above 20 now, headed toward 25, and keep in mind the 10-year average is 17.7, so we need to take that into account and just be aware and not be too heavy into the market right now. Last week we had jobless claims come out at the actual was 201,000 on 216,000 expected, and this week the big numbers that are coming out, the economic data, is the PCE, the core PCE, which is expected to be 0.4%, and year over year 2.4% versus 2.6% last year. So it is expected to come down. We still are expecting the first rate cut from 5.25 to 5.5 to 5 to 5.25 in June of this year. So it is a little bit higher for longer, as the Fed's been saying, and I think there's 3 price cuts factored in for next year. If we look at the different sectors last week, wow, what an up day in all the sectors. We're slightly up. And year to date, we've got everything up except really real estate and utilities. I still like energy. It was up last week. And healthcare as well, but healthcare was up big last week. Here's that fear and greed index, 78. So there's extreme greed right now, and we need to be careful. It's good to have some negative positions on as well, negative delta, so we can profit when the market does go down. So if we jump into the live option trades, and again, check out the link below. This is on the Tastyworks option trading platform, and it's a great intuitive platform. I recommend you open an account, use the link, please. And if you start with around $5,000, you can place many different trades. So that's definitely recommended. Love their platform. And the first trade that we have on is crude oil. We've done really well. We've only got $50 left in extrinsic and 19 days to go. I'll always take $50 in 19 days, but we don't want it to drop down. Actually, if it does drop down, I'll just roll out and put the trade on again. I've been trading oil anytime it gets down to that $70 range and getting long with these put spreads. And if we look at the chart, you can see it moved up to that 85 range back in September of last year. This is a 1-year chart, and right now, we're at that 76 range. So any pullback closer to 70, I'll put on another put spread. Um, Adobe. Adobe is a great software company, great stock. It got hit last week, big hit, down to the 200-day moving average. You can see the channel moving up. So I really do like Adobe as a long position at 553. My target's 680 for Adobe, so much higher. And I actually I'm in April right now, so I'm looking to put on. I've got this above the market. The trading price is 307 right now. So if we look at this order, I've got the 535.20 on, and here's really the price. $3, a third the width of the strikes gives you should be, wow, 33. So that should be a 70, well, a high 70s, low 80% probability of profit in collecting $300. But I'm going to leave that for Monday to look at in good till cancel order. Okay, the next one is AMD. And AMD is at $176 per share and 42 IV rank, no earnings coming up. If we look at the chart, you can see an uptrend definitely since November of last year, and then a little flag here. So I'm thinking that AMD is heading higher from here. We've got two put spreads on at 165. So we are definitely profitable down to that 165, actually below that, close to 161. Any downtick, I will add more. We're in April now. Still lots of extrinsic. We've got $580 in extrinsic value. And just in the last 30 days, we've done really well. $1,148 in the last 30 days. So like AMD going forward. Chewy, different story. It's down big. If we look at the chart in Chewy, you can see it's been declining. Chewy does have earnings coming out end of March, so I expect it to do better going forward. I think the pet market is huge. People love their pets. I know my wife does. We've got two little dogs, and I rolled to April last week, and we've got the 22. Actually, the week before. We're at 22. We're profitable all the way down to 16 where we are now, all the way up to 28. So lots of room to move in Chewy. And again, that pet category I really like. I like Chewy, although up in the $30 range is my long-term target for Chewy. So I'm hoping for a good earnings report. DraftKings is the next one. It's done really well for us. We're now at $41 and low IV rank, but you can see we've made over $3,000 here. Doing really well, just selling calls against our long leaps options, profitable anywhere above 33. We're at 41 right now. DraftKings is doing well. They're going to continue to do well as more states legalize the online gambling. $50 is my target for DraftKings. Google, another position I'm extremely bullish on. We're at 143 and 13. I think that's way too low. My target's 180 to 200. And you can see that channel that we're within. We're now near the bottom of it. Here's the 200-day. The indicators that I have on right now are, we've got the EMA. This is the 13 in the green. And then we've got the 50 in the yellow, and then the 200-day in the red. And then we've got the Bollinger Bands in the blue. So we're at the lower end of the, just below the midpoint of the Bollinger Bands, trending up. I really like Google going forward, looking to put more on in April. Any drop next week, and I will add more to that Google position. That should be probably my biggest position. I've got 300 in extrinsic right there, but we're profitable anywhere above that 145, and confident we're going to stay above that range. The Russell, and again for Google, my target's 180 to 200. Let me know in the comments below what your target is for Google, and if you're long in Google. And I'm selling put spreads. I like to sell premium 30 to 45 days out. DTE, days to expiration, is really my option trading strategy. My long-term IRA retirement stuff, I just keep that in the SPY and let that go on its own. But then I've got a midterm strategy, selling options, and now I'm playing with a 0 DTE, SPX, and maybe futures /ES or micro ES. But right now, SPX, 0 DTE, and I'm buying those options and looking to really trade off the technicals. And my goal is to make $500 to $1,000 a day. I didn't do it last week, but I'm defining my rules and doing better. But I've got a video coming out, so keep an eye out for that. L3 Harris has done really well for us. Great defense stock. Just in the last 30 days, we've made $391 trading these options. I'm looking to put another one on. We've got two put spreads right now, the 210 200 and 210 195 in March. We had a jump up last week. They actually increased their dividend, and we had a jump up. You can see this ascending channel and ascending triangle pattern. When companies increase their dividend, they're doing well. I expect them to continue to do well, and they've been much higher in the past than where they're at today. But they're huge in electronic warfare and all kinds of systems, land, air, and sea, that our military, all the different Marines, Army, they're all using L3 Harris equipment. Lulu's another one. I close out my calls. I'm long Lulu right now. You can see again an ascending triangle. I think we've tested this level 440. What do I have on the 450? 440 put spread, and we're at 457 right now, so we are in the profit range. I like Lulu going forward. Last 6 months, we've made $657 in Lulu, so it's done pretty well for us. Meta is, I've been shorting Meta. Again, my target in Lulu, we're at 450. It's more around the 490 to 500 range. Meta, you can see where it is on the Bollinger Band. I've thought it was way too high. My target for Meta is in the high 300 range. We're at 484, but it's been doing well. And it's been hurting me a little, so might need to rethink that. But for now, I'm staying long, and I've got to have some short positions on, and because it's moved up so much, I am, see, even if you look at the longer term chart, 3 years and the weekly, you can see that move up has been huge. So that's why I'm shorting good old Zuckerberg. Okay, moving on. Netflix. We've done pretty well in Netflix. Um, Over the last year, we've made over $3,000, $32.91 in Netflix, and that's just basically trading iron condors. We're in that five, so we've got the 530, 520 put spread and the 620, 630 call spread. So you can see that range that we're profitable in, and we are right between it. We're profitable up here to the 625 and down to the 525, and you can see it's been trading in a channel. And here's 525 down here, 625 up here. So we're well within that channel, and we're going to continue to make money. And we've got $182 left in extrinsic. We've got earnings coming out April 16th, but Netflix has done well for us. So I'm probably just going to continue trading iron condors. Why not? It's working. The Qs, I threw on a call spread recently because of the big up move, just to be able to make some money on the down move. But you can see it's trading in a channel straight up as well. 436 and 15 IVR. SoFi, I'm long. I've done many videos. We've got 7 of the options that are like 2 years out, the leaps. And then I've been selling on up days the shorter term 1 year options. So you can see the difference in price. This is what I love about leaps. You can replicate owning stock for half the price. So if you see right now, the three strike is trading at $5.50 for the 3 strike just inside a year, 327 days. Now, if we look at the 3 strike and go another year out, instead of paying $550 for the 3 strike, we pay $590. So $40 more on for another year. So when you get to a year, that's when I look to go ahead and sell on up days the 1 year and move out to 2 years to replicate the owning stock, so that, because inside that 1 year, time decay is going to start eating away at your profits. But any down day, I will buy more SoFi. See the next one, we've got SQQ. This is the ultra short Qs. I just do this kind of as a hedge against the other position that I have. So make money as the SQQQ goes up, and that's when the NASDAQ or the Qs go down. So you can see it's got a negative delta. TLT and TMF are both bond plays, and I think I bought those. I've got 2 calls a year out, and I didn't go 2 years out in these because I think they're going to move up pretty drastically since we've got interest rates cuts coming in June or around that time frame, and then 3 more at the end of this year is expected. So I think TLT and TMF are going to do really well, and they are at lows. So those move up, and if you put them on 60 to 90 days before the cuts, they should do well. Tesla's one I've got on my radar, and I've got a put spread in here. It moved down. My target for Tesla is much higher, and it's really been hurt. But I think Q1 should have some decent results for Tesla. Let's see, when do they have earnings coming out next? April 17th. So that would be right before the expiration that I'm looking to put on in April. So any big down day, I'll throw on some Tesla, but it is at lows, and I think it's got nowhere to go but up. my target again is it's much higher. You know, the high 200s to $300 range. Verizon's done really well. I own the shares outright. I did sell some last week. We had a move up. Now we've got an ascending triangle, and I like Verizon. I like to pick up shares. There's a 6% dividend that they pay. So any down day, I'll pick up more Verizon. And like I said, we had an update, so I went ahead and sold some. Wells Fargo, poor man's covered call. We've got leaps, and then a call that I've sold against it, and it actually moved up. So you know, sorry I had the call on, but hey, it's still going to be profitable on the leaps. It's going to gain more than the call will lose. So it is something I like to have on the poor man's covered call in Wells Fargo. And then last but not least, ExxonMobil. It's still, hovering at the lower end of the range. It trades between 100 and 120. So anytime it's down in this range, I'm going to be long ExxonMobil. I've got 3 shares on right now. We've made $347. It's done well for us just in the last 30 days. Let's see what we've done. $432 just in the last 30 days. So I expect ExxonMobil to keep moving up. And then earnings next week. We've got wasn't as big as this week, but we do have some earnings coming out next week. We've got Zoom on the 26th, so that's tomorrow, Monday. We've got Workday, AutoZone right here on Tuesday. We've got Lowe's on Tuesday before the bell, before the opens. If you're trading any of these earnings trades, let me know which ones, what you're doing, if you think they're going to beat earnings or not. But quite a few different plays. We've got Autodesk, Dell. We've got Anheuser-Busch, ticker symbol BUD, Plug Power. So quite a few next week. All right, guys, I put a link down below for that free options workshop. Remember to grab that. Please hit like and subscribe. Let's get the video out. Leave a comment. Let me know what you're trading, any earnings trades that you have coming on, any questions that you have. I answer every one. And there's links down below for the paid options course, as well as one-on-one coaching is available as well, and the Tasty Trade option trading platform and brokerage link as well. Have a great week trading. Thanks for watching.